about that. Everything we talk about, ill intent, violence, physicality, execution, the will to win.
Just win, baby.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Ralf in the building. What's up, nation? And welcome to another episode. This is the wake up edition of Straight Outta Nation. No Chargers, no Chiefs, no Broncos, just Raiders, baby. And right now, after the week number 2 of the NFL, I mean, there's been a lot of craziness on that week number 2 of the NFL, which is the regular season. First and foremost, New Orleans Saints just destroyed the whole Dallas Cowboys. Washington Commanders just won against New York Giants with a lot of questionable defense, offense, all of that. Also, the Minnesota Vikings just won against San Francisco 49ers. Also last night, which is on Monday, the Atlanta Falcons, along with Kirk Cousins, just won against Philadelphia Eagles because they just realized that Saquon Barkley, after they just traded to the New York Giants, to the Philadelphia Eagles, it doesn't work at all. It doesn't work. But we just get the upset against who? Baltimore Ravens. Yes, Las Vegas Raiders just pull an upset against Baltimore Ravens, and that's why they just wanted to celebrate with a lot of aggression, ill intent, and of course, brave mentality, ladies and gentlemen. Brave mentality. So there he goes right now. Hey, how's it going, NorCal? Jesse, how's it going? Salute to you, one of my brothers. Also, Snoop Hernandez is in the building. How's it going? So right now, we just wanted to talk about for like a little review about for Baltimore Ravens versus Las Vegas Raiders. So, as a matter of fact, because we just thought that the defense and the offense could work it together. But right now, it seems that, well, everything's not very good in the first and second quarter. But in the third and the fourth, we just made like a great adjustments. Not only for the quarterback guard, the Minshew, but also the wide receivers, running back Alexander Madison, tight end Brock Bowers, Max Crosby, Robert Spillane. I mean, we just get it right at the very last minute, and we just realize that we just push up to the level and we just a lot of pressure because Mark Andrews and Lamar Jackson, they didn't shit. They didn't shit at all. We just got like exciting news. And check this out, because after the game, look what we did, Derrick Henry for the Baltimore Ravens. Look at this say. They're the better team. That's why they won. That's what they say. Derrick Henry after the game between Las Vegas Raiders versus Baltimore Ravens. So, that I just wanted to tell you, we just wanted to say thank you. And we're still making noise. We're still making a noise. And that's a lot of greater respect. So imagine this, if Derrick Henry could be traded for like another team after he just talked about for us. Imagine a trade for Derrick Henry. Could it happen? But I don't think it's gonna really happen, but driven for the money cap and everything. But yes. But also, I just wanted to tell you what are the biggest pieces of that offense and the defense is the coordinator, Patrick Graham. Because let's just give it like a round of applause for Patrick Graham. I know he's very confident between for the time adjustments of the third and fourth quarter. I mean, he just make like hell of a good job. Hell of a good job. And then we just wanted to applaud because I know it feels like the defense that just went for a bad disaster over the for first and second quarter. But then for the third and fourth, they just made like great choices. Like getting ball with a lot of more violent, ill intent, and we just wanted to tell you that ain't like us. They ain't like us, just like Kendrick Lamar said. And one of those biggest games that you just wanted to talk about it's the Crosby pancake sack at a very huge point doesn't get enough love. That was just like a great thing for the beauty. The defense line just really executed the stunt to the perfection. And Max Crosby is still Max Crosby. He's still the GOAT. He's still the GOAT. He's still it. But essentially, we just really thought that between Max Crosby, Devontae Adams, they just made that like really right. They really right over there. They're really right. Because I know for the fourth time since 2000, since 2007, 2022, there was no rookie quarterback have thrown a touchdown in the first 2 weeks of the season. That's why the first time that happened where the rookie quarterback actually started in week 1. But there's no Aiden Connell. No Aiden Connell right there. Just Gardner Minshew. I know the Gardner Minshew, it just looked pretty bad at the first week against Los Angeles Chargers. But we just saw, and I'm telling you, we just saw like a lot of great things around for the week number 2. Yep. The week number 2, it became something important. Something important that no one seen that coming. I mean, the strength, the speed, and the ability, the arm technique, it just became at the right time. It just became to the right time. And I know about it. All right, so it's no, but not to say Getsy needs to start calling more play defense and sprinkle little running plays to give defense coordinates. And Ray Love to say, and stop throwing screens like every play like some content creators want to see. That is right. That is right. But I guarantee that between for Patrick Graham, I mean, it just made like a lot of great results. A lot of great results. Because I know the Gardner Minshew should be like the most accurate in the league week number 2. And it's having like a pretty good start. So everybody thought that, the starter need to bench Gardner Minshew to get involved with Aiden O'Connor or Derek Carr. Listen, folks. Derek Carr right now is New Orleans Saints. And look what the offense had made it to over for the 2 weeks. I mean, after that, they just saw a lot of improvement. But this need to see out loud. Because rating to someone is the buying name of the list. I mean, Carr, Baker, Darnold, They have all the revenge tours on new teams. But Garden Minshew, they had the highest completion percentage. I mean, the longest touchdown of the season has been thrown about it. But I know it's gonna be like a feeling like the other way. The other way for everything. The other thing. You know what I'm saying about that? But also there is like another person's who deserve like a lot of attention. Jacoby Bennett. He just looked pretty damn good at the two games. He has a great in coverage, great speed, and he will just like a knack from punching the ball as very soon as the wide receiver hands on it. But he think I think he's gonna be like at the top defensive back at the end of the season. That's just like the best. But also with all the negativity we just had, we just wanted to see like the bright forward to see Brock Bowers. Yep, Brock motherfucking Bowers. I'm very positive about for the Brock Bowers overall because if they need to focus on about for the good young talent, basically the offense, Eli defense, they just wanted to line up to keep the building on defensive line. That will be like a big part of the offense for years to come. But I think that Devontae Adams is really needed to our receiving core is fine, but we're not necessary to trade him. We're not gonna do it. But typically the tight ends are historically slow starters at the NFL. Bowers just lead the teams in targets and catches on this debut. He has a lot of potential. A lot of potential. And this is gonna be like a security blanket for the quarterbacks. I know they have like skill positions of the guys with a solid defense. They had the center on the focus. And I don't have an issue with all the receiving players. They all look good. And he just stepped it up right, and it could be special if they get a lot of chance. And he did. He did a lot. He did. But the leadership, it became so much bigger and important. And we're not to worry about it. We're not to worry about it. But, and I just wanted to tell you, it's not going to be really abused at all. But some of those guys, well, probably they need like an apology. There's no more silly ass screens, but I think they need to deserve like an apology for everybody say that Gardner Minshew is trash and they need Aiden O'Connor. But did the people get right? Did the people get wrong? Let's just wanted to know about it. Let's just know about. Snoop and to say online just need to give Minshew to make plays. It is right. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. That is right. So I know the way they contested the catches because they need to do better when they got to switch it off in that way. And I'm very sure that Devontae Adams, they're really appreciative for Gardner Minshew. But I still think that our line gets a lot of things better. But I'm hoping that Jackson Power Johnson will help with that. I mean, Colton Miller has not looked like the same around for this year. I know he's been like dealing with injury. They should have let him rest for a couple weeks. I know it's very dangerous, very risky. But if we need to prove anything, something, just we want to build anything better. And what's up with like Colton Miller? I mean, that I know they struggle with injury, but I never see like miss so many blocks. It may be time to draft like his replacement. I don't think it's gonna be too soon. I mean, 2 bad games, and they just wanted to give like one of the best tackles on this prime. But I think the online is getting some chemistry together. Let it work. I know that sometimes it could be like a slower and painful, but maybe some money for the next year. They think in another splash. But that was like a great. Obviously, we want to pound the rock. but this is not happening yet. We just made like a great adjustments for the coaches to open the playbook, and they just wanted to start to sling it. If we can fix the offensive line, that could be like a special year. But make sure he just ball out like a big ass man. Because remember the catchphrase from Matt Crosby to Gardner Minshew is a little ass boy. Well, Gardner Minshew went from a little ass boy to a big ass man. And that's why some persons they need to apologize if they think the Gardner Minshew is trash. So let's just to the people to wait and to say, hey, I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry to dog about Gardner Minshew. But hey, another Gardner Minshew worked his ass to get him ball in shape. But we still to need like a better outline the running game. This is given a time, it is not gonna be back Calvin obvious passing down so that he can make plays. I mean, hopefully getting like Jackson Powers Johnson at some point can really help. If the running game is gonna continue to be bad, they need runs, less screens. I mean, if they even don't work, very slow the pass rush in the future. But I don't really know if Luke Getz is very capable dialing back the screens. There's something wrong when it comes to screens. I don't know, it's involved with a lot of shit like now, but once you really switch it up, the play calling, gonna mention guys on this back. It is always going to the back. On the back. Hey, how's it going, Pimpova, Daniel Ray, Hustling? Salute to y'all. Also, D Menace is in the building. Salute to you, my brother. Yes, there you go. But above all this threat from the main show, we're mostly like missing reads and play scared, not using the legs. All because he correct down the stretch. Down the stretch. And they give a lot of props to hanging out there. Giving out there. Because Gardner Minshew against Lamar Jackson, he knows exactly to get pressure on the quarterback, to get impression with the defense. And rather the first time, it wasn't that easy to beat the Baltimore Ravens because I know that it seems like they have very caliber. They lost against Kansas City Chiefs for the championship because I really thought that Baltimore Ravens could be like one of those teams with a great defense, great offense, also a great wide receiver, tight end, quarterback. It seems that remember about for the last year because they just have like 4 teams: Detroit Lions, San Francisco 49ers, Kansas City Chiefs, and Baltimore Ravens. I was really hoping that Baltimore Ravens could beat Detroit Lions in Super Bowl. That should be really interesting. But doing for the bad juju and of course fucking Taylor Swift, they just got San Francisco 49ers versus Kansas City Chiefs for the Super Bowl for Las Vegas. Is still thinking, what the hell is going wrong? So everybody that I just know as a Raider fan, they didn't come to the Allegiant Stadium. They didn't come. And Marshall Lynch, they just made like a great video. They say, are you a 49ers fan? Fuck you. I love that, man, from Marshall Lynch. But speaking about that, Gardner Minshew, he really owns Lamar Jackson because he knows exactly whether it comes to play calling, the adjustments, and of course, the mentality. It's about like the karma time. But just let Minshew have to win. Was always the obligation to tear one person to lift another, especially if it's another team. Maybe he would, maybe like he wouldn't. Most say that Minshew would have 0% chance to win this game, but he proved it wrong. If for some reason he went, they really hope that Eden O'Connor can find ways to win and be like the Mets man up. And they're clearly like some major adjustments at the halftime. It really worked. It really worked. Because the adjustment between Luke Getsy and Antonio Pierce, it just made clear. Because it's very clear about the run because they suck at the running team and they just start to feed in Bowers and Adams instead of trying screen passes and passes behind the line. So what are you gonna do about it? I mean, if we can involve a lot of things with the screens, I mean, that should really happen. Snooper not to say Miller needs to keep going to the lab is behind in timing. Whatever the ball is snapping, that's what he gets in beating beat. There you go. Oh, look what we got over here. Hey, how's it going, Mitch Kolsky? So salute to you, my brother Mitch Kolsky. I hope you have a great time. Because I just saw you doing for the live stream of Eagles versus Falcons along with Philly halftime. Yep, I understand about it, and well, I'm very sorry that the Philadelphia Eagles that just lost against two Atlanta Falcons thanks to Kirk Cousins. But Mitch Kolsky, I gotta tell you for this one. So if they're gonna need to involve like a more defense, I mean, we just want to seem like a Morton mentality. I know the team they just have like Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, but as a matter of fact, they just need like a more than adjustments, and of course the defense, because it really happens to all of the NFL teams. It really happens. It really happens to all. Really happens to all. And some of those, we just wanted to say, we got you. Don't give up. We got you. Get back. I mean, there's some serious championship. There's some serious. I mean, and boom. They just wanted to feel about right. They just want to feel right. But during for that time, I mean, this is gonna be like something else. Snooper not to say Adams and Bowers dominate the game. So imagine when Minshew is in sync with the other weapons. That's a great point right now. That's a great point. Because first and foremost, it's gets his play calling. Then the offensive line that you can talk it about for like Minshew. At first, he wasn't that amazing, but it's not the problem. He's not the problem. And I'm actually very surprised at how chill as it at times, because they need to trust a lot more. They need to trust a lot more and release the pain, release the aggression, release a great mentality to block the haters. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. Because I know he still make mistakes. But if anything, there was good play calling, Brock Bowers, because he knows to throw to Bowers and Adams. It really matters. It really matters. Because they're going like man to man. It's not going to be like in a mismatch. Not going to be like in a mismatch. And I wasn't going to expect that about Forgetzi to adjust his play calling in the second half. And I'm truly surprised because maybe it just be like really jaded after McDaniels not adjusting to all, because that was like the biggest positive that really goes away for the game. But I really think that the second half, it will play out like they never did. And they just made it. They just made it like a lot of great adjustments. Just like that. Pretty magic. Pretty magic. But we just saw like everything that just pulled up together at the end of the game. But I don't think that anyone wants him to hail to fame. I mean, we all know that we are already fans. We don't root the failure for any other players. Mitchell is still what he knew, what he wanted to be for the get-go. A solid quarterback sometimes, a crappy quarterback sometimes, but I'm very glad he was solid at the end, because I know the game thought for the coaching staff to run more timing routes. And Minshew seems to excel with those. Mhm. But he's gonna be working it all. And let's not forget, it was the defense that pulled out with his ass with a fire with interception. The King stop. No, not to say he was can around for like going to a more to one game to convince. I mean, after all the game right now, we're just getting involved with this. We're just getting involved. And I love that. I really love that. And why the people they just need to like apologize? Well, we just get it lucky. We just get lucky to able to force the turnover today. And this just came up with a huge stop to get us inside for like 3 minutes. And the offense still like a needs to gel up, pause, no diddy. They give like a more protection to open some holes. Pause, no diddy. And I know that I just wanted to tell but I know it might happen, but they play through a lot of this on that game. They play a lot of this. They play a lot. And I'm very glad. I'm very glad. And also, I just wanted to share the screen right now because we just wanted to do like a little bit of film study. But this time, we got to do exactly with the one and only Wes Crosby. So check this out. I know the page is very slow right now, but we'll just see like a lot of breakdown of Brian Baldinger, which is at Baldy NFL. So you gotta check this out. So I know that I'm gonna share the screen. So let's see like a little bit of the breakdown. Yep. So this is what happened because this is like 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And I know this is gonna be really excited right now. Hey, how's it going, Ryan Pena? Salute to you. Top of the morning. Salute to you. Also, all right. So check this out. Check this out. All right. So when they say Baldy NFL, they say Raiders went into Ravens and Max Crosby got real busy disrupting the Ravens offense. So if you see above the film study, if you can see right now, here it comes.
From the opening drive of this game.
All right. So let's check them out right now. All right. If you see Max Crosby right now, there you go. Boom. If you watch very closer at the beginning, let's just see. This is Max Crosby. Check this out. Boom. He really knocked out the Baltimore Ravens offense. Let's see another one. Let's see another one. Did it say no? Nope. I'm going to uppercut for you. Hey, look at this. Look at this. Look at the speed, the intensity. I mean, and look at the hand. Look at the hand. Because he really thought that Lamar Jackson could hang it over the ball to pass it out with another one. But no. Nothing to watch. And then boom. He just really fell down right now. I mean, he just got like the dog insanity. And I really love that. I really love that, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. Also, Snooper Hernandez to say, Ralf, what do you think about Madison becoming running back number one? That's a very good question. Because I know that Alexander Madison, he became so much important. Because I know that Samir White doesn't involve like a lot of vision. And for Dylan Lobb, he's still learning a lot of things. But Alexander Madison, he became like the real thing. He became like the real thing because he believes he's going to be like underrated. Because he just out-snap at all. Out-snap at all. Because when you rely about for the medicine, it usually like the production, it really gets involved. Because people is saying they're gonna be high on Madison last year, but they just lied that are passing it up and not consider like everything but it's still. But they just wanted to feel about for Alexander Madison because they just wanted to get in there. And I know the passion, it became so much important. It just really says the production and everything. I mean, they really belong to rely on the production style. The production style. And this is one of the two him today because I know he's a former Minnesota Vikings. But he really realized about for the production because they just noticed there wasn't a problem. There wasn't a problem because they just wanted to save about for the production. And I know that Alexander Madison, it could be like the real deal because we're still dealing with Samir White's vision. Yeah, Samir White vision. But I really think between for Samir White, D'Lo Love, and all the coach for the running back room, I feel like very confident that they just see like everything could happen. All the other backups, because it's not that really what you think. Because Alexander Madison is very serviceable, very enough to play on the role, but when it comes to like the defense for like 5-2-4. I mean, we have like to make it like game plan. I mean, how are they gonna run about for the lead for this football thing? I mean, they just wanted to know. They wanted to really know because if they had a different battle on this mind, because they know it's gonna be like a really rough, really rough. Because if they happen like anything that's happened with its career, but when it comes to college football, yep. Everybody thought because he's just struggling mightily as the main dude, but he was very solid as a second running back. Because who really shines at the depth and is coming to the chip in the shoulder, that man could be Alexander Madison. And I know there's Amir White, he looked very good, but I don't think it's gonna be like ready to take like the possession. But I would say instead of Samir White as a running back number one, I will take Alexander Madison as a running back number one. I mean, they just have like a clear vision to get involved. A clear vision really happens to like a lot of teams that we actually know about it. A lot of teams. But also, oh, sorry about for the camera. But I really know that between for Alexander Madison, I mean, the running back room, it should be like really good enough to see like really involved a lot of great things could happen for the future. And I know it's not gonna be easy at all, but I just really thought that this might be like the Polish trick about for the running back. If they have like great vision, great production, I just wanted to realize on this Alexander Madison. He knows everything better about from the game plan. Because I know he just really saw the film study, but after we just saw for Samir White, everybody thought that, well, the coaches and the people who learned it about him, they know that Alexander Madison's superpower is very special. Very special that no one see that coming. Madison to say, Snoop and I to say Madison has vision that Samir likes. There you go. So that was my point. That was my point at all. Because I understand that Alexander Madison, he became like the real thing. Because I know that Samir White, it doesn't really look good. Because I know he's from Georgia Bulldogs. But he needs to improve about for this vision. Because have you ever seen like over the last plays or Samir White for this vision? I mean, it really sucks. It really sucks at all. But Alexander Madison just really thought that that vision could really impact to everyone. Yep, could really impact to everyone. And I'm not gonna lie for this. I'm not gonna lie, but he needs to rely on the ball for the running backs, and everything could happen. I mean, that's really sure. That's really sure for all. That's really sure. And I understand that people that just wanted to get more aggressive at all. People that just wanted to be like really aggressive and then boom, getting off in the net stink. Yep. Also, after that, I just realized that I just saw between for the game between Las Vegas Raiders versus Baltimore Ravens. I just realized that the defense worked a lot of great things better. They just know about it. They just know. Because I just feel it about I understand what the show really happens. And I really thought that's, oh, they really gained like a game changer at all. A game changer that no one see that's really coming. Because we know that we just get upset against Baltimore Ravens. And everybody thought that the Baltimore Ravens got it all hands, reliable on this favoritism. But we just can't pull an upset. And after that, I just released a video of dancing a match between Two Shores, Blow the Whistle, and some Mexican cumbia, because I know that I was wanting to celebrate. I know I had to go to celebrate, and even thought that even I might go viral about for that video, I'm still very proud to see the defense could work it out together. I'm very glad to see what it comes right now. I'm very glad at all. Very glad. But also, there is another thing, because I know that the next week we're going to face against Carolina Panthers as a home opener for the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I know there are some persons that just wanted to talk about like a little preview of Carolina Panthers versus Las Vegas Raiders. And I know this has been like a long time, but right now it seems that they have still changes right now. They have some changes now, because I know this is gonna be like a really example right now. Snoop Cool Cap Sayers and Mia White is cross eye. It just cross eye for everything. Yeah. But speaking about like the next week between Las Vegas Raiders versus Carolina Panthers, Bryce Young is not gonna be there. It's not gonna be there because he just got benched. And what are those reasons that Bryce Young got benched? Because let me tell you for this one, there's two things. He sucks ass, and he's the worst quarterback. The worst quarterback ever. Not only for the year, but also in the decade, in the century. I mean, he just looked very worst. I know that Bryce Young reminds us like Johnny Manziel or Jamarcus Russell. It became like a lot of bust. A lot of bust to everything. And who else is going to be like a substitute quarterback? Well, there was one man, which is Andy Dalton. And I don't know what the fuck it is, but let's just want to figure it out. Because let me check for this one. This is going to be like a fact check. So Andy Dalton, his name is the Red Rifle. He played college football for the TCU Horned Frogs. And he was like a lot of years for one decade for the Cincinnati Bengals. And then he moved out to Dallas Cowboys. He moved out to Chicago Bears. Then he moved to New Orleans Saints. But during for the history, he just really know that his combination with, well, Justin Fields, probably. But during for the record, I mean, ultimately Dalton is 4-0. But imagine this. If we can win at home opener, that should be really interesting. That should be really interesting because right now it seems that it's gonna be like an easy win because I know the first week against Los Angeles Chargers, it doesn't become very clear. But I know that between for Baltimore Ravens versus Las Vegas Raiders, it was just like an upset. But for us Raiders fans, between for the week number 3, it's gonna be like an easy win. It's gonna be like an easy win, just like a bread win. So easy to eat, bread, chicken, and everything. So it's gonna be. We just wanted to boil it down. We just wanted to boil it down. And I bet have a lot of faith to go on out of there because I know this is gonna be really excited how the defense is really gonna get it to the top of the level. Really getting the top to the level. I mean, it should be like a no-brainer. A no-brainer that it should be like a really understand why in this world they just wanted to need to rely something. And I really know it. Really know it. So after that, I just wanted to talk about it because right now, next week, well, it's gonna be like a lot easier though. And for the last thing before I had to wrap this out right now. So I know during for the week number 2, the week number 2 at the NFL, it just went a lot of crazy. Yep. It just became like a lot of crazy at all because we just want to know that it's kind of weird, but hey, football happens. Football happens. And I just scroll down for the social media to see like a lot of reactions. Yep. Just look at a lot of reactions that we just see a lot about it. And what are these of there's one fan of the New York Giants. He just screamed a lot after they just lost for the Washington Commanders. Yes. I really understand the problem with the pain of the New York Giants because they just realized that Daniel Jones is just like a complete asshole. It's just like a complete like dumbass. I mean, if they got for the first time for like Josh Allen to go to New York Giants, that will be like a different situation. But I hope you guys ready because I know they just sent me like a reaction of well the New York Giant fans. So check this out. Oh, sorry. All right, my bad. All right, check this out the audio. All right, so and 1, 2, 3.
Not even the fourth quarter. The season's already over. I am fucking done with Daniel Jones. He finally throws the touchdown to the other fucking team.
Yep, that's one of those reactions of those fans, of the Giants fans, because I just realized that Daniel Jones, it's not like the right thing. It's not the right thing. And let's just wanted to move out to the next one, which is New Orleans Saints that just won against, well, they just won against the Dallas Cowboys. And they just pinned me like at a lot of videos and everything. Hey, how's it going, Raider Ramon? Hey, Rafa, say hello to the back guy. Hey, salute to you, Raider Ramon. Raider Ramon, there you go. One of my brothers. Say hello to the back guy. And I can do like a very good impression of Raider Ramon. So they just see me like at a lot of videos. So you gotta check this out. All right, so there you go.
What are we doing? What? Oh my god. Oh my god.
You see what I got right now? This is how Dallas Cowboys fans are just completely lose their mind. Look at the truck. So, Dallas Cowboys fans, do you think this is gonna be like the year? But it ain't happen. It ain't happen. Oh, Snipper, now this with the question. Oh, Next 3 games, we can go to a run and go 4-1. What do you think? It might sound risky at all, but I believe in miracles. I believe in miracles because with that defense, with the offense, regarding Minshew, we just proved like a lot of work, but we need to steal more adjustments. Because if you saw like a lot of adjustments in the third and fourth quarter, we just really snap it out of the game. We just really snap out. And I really thought this was gonna be like a no-brainer, but we just really thought it's gonna be like a lot of crazy because some teams they just wanted to put their heart, soul, and a lot of faith. And I know they gotta use their brain for mentality because let me check this out. First in the next week, we just got against Carolina Panthers. That should be like easier one. Then we just got Cleveland Browns. That should be like a really easy at all, but we might be careful about for the offense and defense. And also we just got the Denver Broncos along with Bo Nitz. Along with Bo Nitz. Because check this out. And I'm not kidding about that, folks. I'm not even thinking about it. Because the Denver Broncos, they just lost 2 games in a row. First, it was the Seattle Seahawks, and then the Pittsburgh Steelers. And right now, they just wanted to figure it out. How in the hell they just drafted like the worst with Bo Nitz? I mean, it just make me... it just made me laugh at all because everybody thought that Bo Nitz is going to be like the great answer for the Denver Broncos, but it just came like... it just became ass. And everybody thought that, well, every fans, they just really thought because before the regular season, which is like the draft, everybody thought that between Bo Nitz, Michael Penix Jr., and Jaden Daniels could be like the real deal for the Raiders. But guess what? They're just moving on, and Tom Telesco knows a great pick, which is Brock Bowers from Georgia. I mean, if they wanted to put like defense first, they let it go. Because the strategy was super drastic, but also it's not going to be like a risk of time. Because the point is defense first, and then I just wanted to move out to the quarterback. And it definitely worked. But I just realized that Bo Nitz at the Denver Broncos, it's not the great answer at all. Not a great answer. I'm sorry, but I know the Denver Broncos fans, they still sucking ass. They still... it just became like the worst. So it might be gonna be like an easy win, but we got to put a lot of faith. We had to make more adjustments in the third and fourth quarter. We need to get more reliable on the quarterback arm technique. We need to go more reliable on Devontae Adams. We had to be more aggressive at all. So that's one of those things that I would love to get involved over the next few weeks. It is not going to be easy at all, but it takes a lot of time to adapt, to learn the system of Luke Getsy, everything that we need to involve a lot of things more. Yep. And that's what I just say it. Yep. And then I just wanted to say it about it. So there you go. So I just wanted to put him out right now. I mean, that should be like it really happens at all. This is gonna be like so much excited because I know the last season it just went like a disaster, but I really thought that it's gonna be like really change it all. And I just wanted to put like the mark on it. I know the season It's going to be really tough, risky, but for us, for the Raiders fans, we will never give up. And I would just get the upset against Baltimore Ravens. And for the home opener, which is against for the Carolina Panthers, that should be really interesting. Really interesting that no one see that coming. And I'm telling you about that. We got like great offense, great defense, Max Crosby. We just got it all. What else is going to happen? And even Christian Wilkins. I mean, that team is no joke. That team is great. That team is a no-brainer. Because we all know that the Raiders got the greatest point. The greatest point to get involved for a lot of things more. And I know that for the other teams of the competition right now, because I know the conference became like a lot of risky at all. Because first and foremost, Los Angeles Chargers, they just got like a good quarterback, but of course with a good offensive scheme for Jim Harbaugh. I mean, if we take it like a lot of surprise at all, that might be very short. But I just wanted to get in working it out. They just really balled out. Snoop Burnett to say, whatever Matt told Minshew, it worked. Minshew ball out. And yes, so there is like a lot of things in confidence, but it comes like the quarterback and the defense staff. It just really blew up to the mind. Blew up to the mind. I mean, there's no joke at all. There's no joke at all. Robert Pena to say it of Max Crosby say, stop acting like a little ass boy. And he just perfect. Because what I just told like at the beginning to say, God Minshew went to little ass boy to big ass man and trigger. Just like that. Just like that. And that will be like an enormous like a catchphrase for Gardner Minshew. He just went from little ass boy to big ass man. And that should be like a good idea to promote like a t-shirt. Yep. That should be like a really good idea to make like a like a good t-shirt. But yes. And I just wanted to tell her about it. Oh, we got a special guest backstage right now. Yep. So right now, I just wanted to let him down for like a few minutes to talk about for like between for Las Vegas Raiders versus Baltimore Ravens. So right now it is time to bring him out from one of my brothers. Hello.
What's up, Ralf?
Oh.
How are you, brother?
Yo, what's up, Afakasi, my brother? Salute to you.
What's going on, man?
Yeah, I'm definitely good right now. So, and I just talking about like God Minshew, he just went from little ass boy to big ass man, and then the defense is gonna be working up together. So I just wanted to the thoughts about the Las Vegas Raiders versus Baltimore Ravens, and that was like a very huge upset because everybody think that it's not gonna be really happening at all, but during for the adjustments and everything. I mean, they just wanted to feel that the Raiders are ready to eat them all. They're just ready to win. They just wanted to get in focus and about for the mentality.
Right. It was a good win for the Raiders, and it was a good game to watch in general. I'm still buzzing from it, and it's a momentum building win, one that we needed, a real gut check victory, and just a good all round performance. Like in the grand scheme of things, like there is still things that need work, like the offensive line and the running game, and some of the other issues that hopefully can work itself out. The offensive play calling, but look, like we've got an easier schedule coming up in these next 2 weeks. Let's not take anybody lightly. Let's take every week as it comes. But yeah, it was a good victory. So I'm feeling great.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It was very good because we just know that we have a lot of faith in that team. And I just really thought that everybody, they just wanted to really reliable on the defense. And I know the first week it just became like a lot of risky, but it took us a lot of time to adapt. And they just wanted to realize that the defense and the online, including the running back Alexander Madison, also with Brock Bowers, Max Crosby, Devontae Adams with insane catch, Gardner Minshew. I mean, this team, which is like this season, I mean, it just realized that we have the real sting right now. And it definitely worked it out for the perfection because the leadership, it really means really different for us because it became like one of the most important solid base on that team. Because if we want to win this, we had to win with a lot of more aggression, ill intent, and of course, with a lot of mentality that we just wanted to shock the entire world.
Right.
Yeah, but I just wanted to tell you right now, I'm gonna to shut it down right now. But thanks to Fakasi to come in also to talk about for like the thoughts about for Las Vegas Raiders versus Baltimore Ravens. That I over the last live stream, which is totally great. They just brought like a great points, and of course for the session, put into the bathroom. So I know that during for that time because I just respect all these content creators who put a lot of work, and I know that I'm very proud to be get involved with the Raiders community of the content creator, and I just really love the passion and of course giving like a great points, and of course we just realized that we just have like the greatest fan base in the whole world, and there is nothing can stop us. There is nothing.
And nothing can stop us. You said it best,
Yep.
Rafa. But thanks for having me on, gang. You take care now. And
Yep.
yeah, on to the next one. Go Raiders.
Yep. On to the next one. So there you happen. For Kasi Raiders. So much love to him. Yep. And I just wanted to tell you because I know that we just wanted to realize and about for like if anything could happens, we just wanted to work it out together. Yeah, right now there is no excuses at all. There is no excuses at all. So I know that it's just being like so realistic right now, but what are the last things that I just wanted to shut it down right now? Um, I just realized that we just got like more confidence about for the team. We just wanted to have to. We just wanted to have to, and this right there is gonna be like the realest thing about for this one. And I promise, this is gonna be like so intense about it. But I just realized that if we can stop, if we can add a lot of more pressure, that should be really interesting at all. Really interesting. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to tell you, salute to everybody else in the chat. Salute to Snoop Hernandez, Robert Pena, also Mitch Kelsey, which is in the building, Raider Ramon. Who else is going to happen up? D Menace, Ray Love, Laura Cal Jesse. Well, salute to everybody else in the chat to support. Much love. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Capitán Rafucho. Don't be a ninja. Just click the button of subscribe, and it costs you free. It didn't cost you $1 for everything. So you gotta check them out for the YouTube. And if you miss the live stream, you can catch the replay and hit the ring bell for notifications if you miss or the live streams like that. But yes, and I just wanted to tell you, have a great day, and I will see you there. I will see you there at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, because I just wanted to bring them out like a lot of preview, well, a lot of review for the UFC and the boxing night with my podcast, The Combat Club. So I just wanted to tell you, have a great Tuesday, because I know it's still like the beginning of the week. Because I know that tomorrow is going to be like the half of the week, which is, well, Wednesday. So right now, I just wanted to tell you, have a great day, have a great morning, afternoon to y'all. And this is another episode of Straight Outta Nation. And this time is a wake up edition, post game, Raiders versus Ravens. So I will see you there next time. And in the words of Al Davis, just win, baby. We're out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, peace out.